Sports at venerable Soldier Field here in Chicago. It's Bear football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Mario Addison just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Justin Fields, at quarterback, gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Running left, Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Emmanuel Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game. as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
This is it. This is it.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Herbert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Tommy Sweeney, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And he's got room. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
But now it'll be third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Trubisky.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
On the return, here comes Newsom.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Cohen. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. Back now at Soldier Field, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. To return is McKenzie. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give to Breida. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Alec Ogletree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that is is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
First target, first catch, and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down. Another chance for Dalton.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He shakes him off.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Newsome now on the return.
51 yards on the punt there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
Dancing away at the 35.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And out of the air, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice 25 yards. Dalton here from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second and goal. Here's Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Santos' kick is up and through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The kick by pass is good. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Here's Dalton.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
That's exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.